Okay, Alex, a couple things I'll talk about is what I liked. Okay, grip. Both hands were working pretty well as a unit. It was just that right hand gets a little tight, and you can see those shoulders of yours open up. As a lefty, as I am, it should be pretty easy for you to have that support and leverage in your lead arm and keep that right hand and arm softer and out of the way by relaxing it, right? A lot of guys who are right side dominant have a tougher time because the right side's going to always want to get active, especially if they get tense. So most of your support and grip pressure should be in the left hand, a little lighter, softer pressure in the bottom or right hand. That'll square up, and you should see part of that left forearm. Let's say if you're looking at yourself down the line in a mirror and get used to that squared position. Secondly, it's your stance width. You want to keep it at shoulder width or inside your shoulders. When you're looking down, you are most of the time outside or too wide. And if you're too wide, yeah, you're white, strong guy up top, but you want to still keep them inside shoulder width. Balance is pretty good posture, little knee flex, which I like, and the ball position is pretty much dead center in your stance. Maybe to give you a little more room or space to turn better even more is your chin and head could be a little more prominent or placed away from your neck. See how I have my chin out? Yep. If I can lift up my head a little bit and still view the ball, and you'll be able to do that if you maintain good balance, you got that much more room to rotate. If your chin's in the way, it's going to be able to get you crowded and stuck, and that's going to also impede the ability to make a bigger turn. Okay, so it's basically head up a little bit, keep your shoulders square, and just keep a stance width neutral so you don't get too far apart with your stance. That would apply to every club in your bag. If you're using a driver, club and ball will be positioned more forward in your stance, but the same posture, the same alignment, and the same stance width. You don't want to get a driver and say, okay, now I'm going to hit this thing a long, long way and get too wide, because you'll restrict your ability to use your legs. So it stays pretty much the same. We're going to watch your takeaway now. It's going to go back from the ball, and you can see how your arms and hands just tend to lift it. See the golf club gets lifted with your wrist? That's what you do to loosen this and soften that elbow. If that's tucked in anyways, you can go back in one piece quietly, like I've told a few people today who have that issue too. From there, you pick up the club with your arms and hands, set the club up over your shoulder. You get it in a pretty good position there. You hold on to it securely. Left forearm and wrist are in nice straight positions, so the club face is perfect. You're not bowed or cupped with your wrist. And it should be easier to drop that club down, as you do from the top, re-extend it. You take that club down the target line into a good solid finish position. Just too many moving parts, as I mentioned, to rely on. So the less motion to your small muscles of your arms and hands, better turn and pivot. You'll hold on to those shots more regularly in play, okay? So just a few things to keep